Wow, senior year already. Reflecting on it is very hard, but it's also full of experiences and new adventures that we've been through and learned throughout the years. I know I could have improved on my senior experiences by completing my homework, turning in my assignments on time, being more responsible, as in not waking up at 5 in the morning to do my work, actually working on my homework when I got home. That was a bad habit that I used to have, to put the alarm at 5 in the morning to do my homework for not just one period, for two sometimes. It was a very hard experience, very tiring sometimes, but at sometimes I just felt that it was just completing the homework, just turning it in and getting it through without even actually studying it or analyzing what was it about. And that was something, one of the bad habits that I used to have. It was very hard for me as well with all the I was currently going through a hard situation with my family at that time. I know I should have been more responsible, um, but I did study for most of my courses. I just sometimes lacked that that responsibility, and I know it's very hard and very stressful, since most teachers would leave the assignment on time, even though that would be no excuse. I should have started on my work on time, and I know I've procrastinated. The teachers would give us a lot of time to start on our assignments, and sometimes I would wait until the last minute to complete them. That has been a habit as well, which was not a really good one and not a smart choice of me. But now that I see, and now that I'm reflecting on what I've done, I know that it was bad, but sometimes, even though we reflect and say those things, we don't see that we're still sometimes doing that as of today. I know it's not 5 in the morning today. I'm actually starting on my homework on time. But it's just very sometimes when I look back and see that I could have done better, well, things are done already and I just need to improve on what I have done. And one of the regrets that I do feel is that I should have I did started early in my historiography. The only thing is that I lagged on it, because once on the part C and part D, since it was getting a bit harder, I would say I'll just do it next time. I'll just do it next time. But eventually it hit the deadline where I had to do it, and it was just not what I expected to come out. It's not what I could have done if I would have started it more on time. And I did study for most of your exams as well, but I would just there I really had trouble with the essays, especially the body and the thesis. The essays that you made us do in class were really helpful. They really did help me. I think it would be helpful as well if we would have done an essay as a class all together, to use it as a guide in our other essays, for it to meet the requirements that you're expecting as well, and for us to have a better idea on how to provide the evidence and how to support it. I think that would be very useful for the other class that is coming as well. That's one of the feedbacks I would want you to consider. But overall, the way we did structure the the body and how to make the first sentence strong really did help me as well with how to structure my essay. Overall, this senior year has come to an end, and I am glad of the accomplishments I made. And I know I could have done better, and I should have, but there was some family situations that I was going through at that time, which really had my mind elsewhere. But as I said before, I should have been more responsible And even though I could have still have accomplished my assignments with the motivation that I have on learning, but I want to thank you for being my teacher and being supportive. And in general, I did study and I did try my best. And senior year has been a good experience, as well as it has taught me lessons that I know I should improve later on in life, and I will. But sometimes it doesn't come out the way one expects it to come out. And well, I've made it. I've come this far, and I'm really happy because overall I did earn good grades throughout this second semester of my senior year.